This is Skies Above. It's Sunday. I don't know what time it is. It's 3:48. So let me flip this a little bit this way. So I was actually going to go live yesterday. Hi, Warrior Princess. How are you? Thanks for joining in. Helen Weary, thank you. Everybody's got their wrenches. Yes. So, what happened the past few days was, we had some chemtrails. Danielle Cartoons, thank you for stopping in. How are you? We had some chemtrails. And then, of course, my husband, who watches the news, I hear that there's another fucking shooting. And originally I heard 10 dead, 10 injured. Now I hear it's 10 and 13, which equals 23. And again, if you know anything about symbols and numbers, 23 is big. So, then you have the royal wedding. And, well, half the world, yeah, see, Helen, I don't believe it's true. I think it's a staged event. I think they want people to believe it's real. Just like Sandy Hook, they wanted you to believe was real. The Boston Marathon, they wanted you to believe was real. 9/11, the Twin Towers, they wanted you to believe that was terrorists. And unfortunately, we know too much today, okay? So to have all these shootings, Nibiru Freedom Fighter, thank you for joining. It's a little bit serious conversation today. I'm hoping that in a little while somebody here is going to make me laugh, but I'm really not in a good mood. So after seeing this shooting, and my opinion is it's fake. It was probably a drill, and they want us to believe it was real. And again, done by a teenager. And now, let's just say it is real. Let's just say it's real. What the fuck makes a teenager go in and shoot up his classmates? Well, now you have to look at that mind control stuff. And all the Gwen Towers. And the 5G they're rolling out, right? Then you have this royal wedding. And I actually took notes. Again, something I said I was never going to friggin' do. And I did it. Because yesterday on every channel was the royal wedding. Well, on my TV in my bedroom, I don't have cable. Either I use my Amazon Fire Stick and watch whatever I want, or I just watch, like, I don't know what it's called, any antenna, right? So I watched Dennis the Menace. But the clip I did notice during this royal wedding, and they're in a church. Yeah, well, did anyone notice the checkerboard floor in a church? Okay, so here's where I took notes. I know that checkerboard in the occult world, which means, hidden. They don't want us to know what this means. Well, we do know what it means today. We do. And, I actually credit Russian Vids, who was off YouTube for a long time. Apparently he's back again, but I don't know. It's like, it almost seems like somebody's putting old footage in. So I don't know if he's really back or not, but Russian Vids did teach me about symbolism, the numbers, 33, and so on. So anyway, checkerboard floor. Here, and this was just the very first when Google searched it. This is my old phone. I Google searched occult meaning of checkerboard floor, and the very first thing came up I hit, and it says, exposing the matrix. Checkerboard means duality. Now, that I knew. Black and white, right, good and bad, up and down, duality. Then it also said ritualistic ceremonies. So now I'm thinking about this wedding yesterday. Was it yesterday? And to me, it is a ritual. It's a ritualistic ceremony, right? And I'm just going to say it. I have a funny feeling that what happened to Princess Diana is going to happen to this girl. Hopefully I'm wrong. Just my gut, my intuition telling me this isn't going to end well. Okay? So duality, I can't even read my freaking writing, of the base of consciousness. And then if you notice the celebrities, here's what it said. Celebrities being used as pawns. So again, think of this royal wedding. Are they being used as pawns? I don't know. Also said it's triggers for mind control. Now this is my word, pop star, but it showed like every musician you could ever think of. And they all at one point or another, fake sun guy, how are you? Sorry if I'm not saying hello to everybody. I think I got everybody so far, right? I think I did. You know, so I don't mean to avoid you, just going over what a checkerboard floor means. So again, most musicians, you always see that checkerboard floor. Even in cartoons, you see the checkerboard floor, right? Esoteric. So what's the meaning of esoteric? It's intended to be understood by a small group of people. Specialized knowledge, you know, that we're not supposed to know. Well, the one good thing about this internet they gave us is that we have been able to learn that the occult knowledge. And you have to forgive the dogs barking in the back. Again, I'm in the back bedroom. That's whatever. So here's where I'm angry at is you have this so-called shooting the other day. And now all the kids here in Florida, for the last week of school now, they're going to spend all this money to make sure that there's a police officer or some type of security guard at every, like, middle school to make the kids feel safe. Well, isn't that, like, a way of, what's the word? Getting them used to the fact that it's okay to see a police officer. Like you really need security to go to a friggin' school? And if so, what the fuck kind of world are we living in? It doesn't make any sense. It just makes no sense. And I'm glad I don't have school-age children because they would not be going to school. Not for the safety issue, just because the crap they teach them. Anyway, you know, for 2 days I tried to download this video it was a 2-minute clip of me taking pictures of the chemtrails. Then it was a real short clip of this shooting where the guy's calling somebody a dick. The institutions, let me read. The institutions in place are no longer being supported by the thought that created them. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's just, Ryan in North Carolina, how are you? Thank you for joining, I appreciate it. you know, we happen to be really smart human beings. We do. Unfortunately, I do believe that the chemicals in the air, I believe that the pharmaceutical drugs that they've got everybody on, the food we're eating, you know, I think it really has been poisoned. And no offense, but I do know a lot of people that have no common sense. And they act like they have no fucking brains. You know? But yet, I know you do have a brain. It's in there. It is in there. You just have to relearn how to friggin' use it again. And think for yourselves. Stop listening to the crap trying to push on the news every single day. And if you notice when the news is on, they don't just tell you the story one time. No. If the news comes on at 7 a.m. and ends at 10, you see the same story at least 5 times. It makes no sense. I personally don't watch the news. My husband, as soon as he gets up in the morning, it's the first thing he does. He goes down here in Florida, Fox, it's like, well, up in New York, it was Good Day New York. Down here, it's Good Day Tampa, Channel 13. And he'll leave it on until 10 o'clock in the morning. We're all sick. Yeah, look, I already know I'm sick. Like, I really do have health issues. I absolutely do. But I don't want to take pharmaceuticals for them. I don't. And this, although it looks like it's bottled water, it's not bottled water. It's tap water. And again, look at the friggin' plastic, man. I've got nerve drinking out of plastic. I just missed that chat and I want to read it. It's a lot of those type of people. That's why we are socializing like this. It's too many of them. CBD. Yeah, you know what? So, I actually, look, I'm just going to tell you straight up. I got something on my scalp, right? I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like all these little scabs, right? And it's been going on for 2 years. And every time I go to the doctor, dermatologist, they give me this bullshit. Nothing takes it away. So I was trying to get that CBD oil. And I looked on Amazon. And it's fairly inexpensive. And I also heard like that it cures every disease known to man. TBH, I didn't know about the shooting until Jacob Israel sold about it. Yeah, I mean, I hate looking at the news. I hate it because, you know, so the part I saw about this shooting was the guy in the blue t-shirt calling somebody dicks, then the president, and then some young blonde-headed, younger teenager boo-hooing, no tears falling out of her face, with someone standing next to her, which in my opinion would be called a handler, okay? Yeah, so I know I need to get that CBD oil. I know I do. One of my biggest problems is I am a complete procrastinator. I have shit to do and I just put it off, you know, but, yeah, the last couple of days, you know, I'm just not in a good mood, and I don't really want to do live shows where I'm crabby, you know. I like to laugh, I like to be silly, but they piss me off. They do, they piss me off, and then, so, the video I was trying to download for the past 3 days was, I have breaking news of my own, is I want a full investigation on why they're spraying my friggin' skies. Enough is enough already. Tell us why you're spraying our skies. Just tell us. Just tell us. Are you trying to kill us? Trying to protect us? Because they have not always sprayed chemtrails in our sky. Look, I'm 57 years old. I would know this. Is that what you think, to kill slowly? I mean, I flip and flop on why they're spraying. First, I thought it was to kill us. Then I said, well, if they really wanted to kill us, they probably could do it a lot quicker. Then I still lean this way, is that it has a lot to do with the food and the crops that are grown here, or actually the crops that are grown all across the earth. We know Monsanto owns, well, it's a few years ago, I think it was like 80% of all seeds. Well, they probably own them all now, right? There's one company who refuses to sell out. But other than that, Monsanto owns everything. And if you don't know what Monsanto used to be, they were a weapons company. So what do you think they still? You think now they're into friggin' food? Come on. You know? I don't know, we were dying just fine before. Right? So, like here in Florida, the trees, they're all thriving. I'm trying to read your, yes, it's been absolutely awful here in the UK for me. They've been spraying since about 98. I remember because I spoke to my bestie about the face they was making. Yeah, now, you know, I personally have pictures where there's a pentagram. And this was when I was up in New Jersey. Down in Florida, you know, I've only been here 7 months. But I don't see the amount of chemtrails I did see up north. I'm not saying I don't see them. I do see them. But, you know, in my Google Plus community and a couple other communities, or just through YouTube alone, I see some skies. Like, if you people think that this is normal, then we really are in some serious, serious trouble. And to be making our children think it's normal, that's where it's our job as the older folk to start teaching these younger children, this is not normal. Cops at your school is not normal. It's not. Mental illness, you know what? There was a point where I almost said I didn't believe that mental illness existed. Until I actually came here to Florida and saw the way my ex, or my brother's now ex, had destroyed her home because she has OCD hoarding issues. So now I can't deny that there's mental illness. As far as depression goes, depression is only a state of mind. If you don't want to be depressed, then fucking stop being depressed. It's really easy. Really easy. You know? As far as the rest of these mental illnesses and these agendas that they're trying to push, I mean, I'm not claiming to have answers. Right? You know, like I said, the trees here are thriving. We have a couple plants in the back that, I guess on really hot days, and then, I don't know if it was November or December where we had a freeze. So a couple of the plants don't look that good, but the trees are thriving. You know, so, again, I don't claim to have the answers. What I'm saying is I'm angry. We, the people of the United States, we, the people of the world, we need to do something. Yeah, you like my rocking chair. You know what? This chair is actually really old. And it was buried. And I'm telling you, man, it was buried under shit. And we finally we really have cleaned up this house tremendously. And I saw this chair and I was like, man, I want this chair, you know? And in fact, there's a lot of nice stuff here. Unfortunately, this lady with her hoarding issues, you know. So I get it, mental illness. right? How'd you lose your wrench? No, you'll get your wrench back, Raymond. I don't know how you lost it. And you know, when I was on my tablet, that's the only way I can give wrenches. I may have accidentally removed you. No, don't you worry, Raymond. You will get your wrench back. Okay, you're gonna get your wrench. I promise. As soon as I'm done, I'll go on my little tablet. Yeah, because like I said, those first few live shows I did, I know you're not worried because you know I'm gonna give you back your wrench. Etheric Essentials by Deborah Tucker. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, so rocking chairs mellow me out. Yep. So, is everyone enjoying their day? I hope. Yeah, Raymond, would you say 7 p.m.? I'll probably stop in, check out your show. You know, like I said, the past couple of days I've been really angry. 7 to 9. Yeah, I can't promise I'll be there the whole time, but I'll stop in just to definitely give you a thumbs up. Say hey, you know. So, remember the picture I had over here the other day with Abraham Lincoln and Uncle Tom's Cabin? Well, my brother last night decides he's going to come in this room, and he noticed the picture was crooked. And he broke the damn picture. So now, I guess I have to replace the glass. But I like that picture because to me it's very controversial. And, you know, good thing to talk about. But anyway, yeah, damage control. I was actually really mad. He's in the other room. I don't want him to hear me. So, yeah, Deborah, I wear patchouli oil. And I know I mentioned it, you know, I texted you or whatever. But the patchouli oil I wear, it is extremely earthy smelling. Now, I noticed one, it came with a bottle with flowers on it. That's not the one I want. I've only ever known it as patchouli oil. But I know that there's a couple different aromas. So if I were to buy oil from you, which I would love to, I don't know how I'm going to be sure I get the right one. You know, I explained to you it's the dark oil. Yeah, meditation, man, I'm not going to be here too long. I just came on because I really wanted to talk about that shooting, the wedding, and the chemtrails. You know, if you have not seen the documentary We Need to Talk About Sandy Hook, I would recommend you start there. And if you could find any of PK's old videos on the Boston Marathon, I mean, first of all, he makes you laugh. It's hysterical. But they've proven that these were all staged events. They were drills that they led the public to believe were real shootings. And I personally know a lot of people who think this crap is all real. You know, now, I'm not saying some of them might not be. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there are a few that I know. What are they preparing us for? You know, one world government, I don't know, but in my opinion, whatever they think they're preparing us for, they're not going to win. They're not going to win. because they're evil. Evil never wins. You know? Evil's never gonna win. There's too many people who actually have love in their hearts. You know? And again, I think when they gave us this internet, I think it actually backfired on them, which is a good thing. There's a lot of people who are smart. And you don't have to be book smart. You don't have to have a PhD hanging on your wall. You just have to be able to think. And use your gut. Use your intuition. When it doesn't feel right, it usually means because it's not right. It's bullshit. They're friggin' lying. That's it. That's it. What's the Beatles song? All you need is love, right? Love is all you need. You're book smart. Yeah, I'm not book smart. I'm street smart. You can't dope fiend me. Yeah, you see, look, as soon as I saw that checkerboard floor, I actually changed the channel and I watched Dennis the Menace. I'll take that any day over some, you know, and I guess in some ways Dennis the Menace was a program too. But at least it's not as obvious as fake shootings and, you know, yeah, the Masonic checkerboard floor crap. I couldn't take it. Couldn't watch it. Yep. You know, I only watched it for, I'm going to be honest, 45 seconds to 60 seconds. And I saw the black and white checkerboard floor. And then they panned the camera around. This was supposed to be a church. And I was like, didn't look like any church I'd ever seen. And then I heard the, you know, whoever was doing the marrying, you know, oh, do you promise under one God, this God, our God? I don't know what God they're all praying to, but I don't believe it's the God I talk to. Yes, there were 2 Mr. Wilsons. Yeah, I like the first one, actually. Yeah, the second one I didn't. Yeah, you know, satanic. It's just, it's creepy, you know, like I said, I'm no expert in this field. You know, I know a little bit about the symbols. I know numbers are everything. Everything, right? It just, like I said, was a crappy weekend for me, you know, it really was. You know, I used to watch David Icke. And, I don't know, maybe a year ago, I just started getting bad vibes. But I've watched a lot of David Icke, and again, you know, like I used to, I'm not saying what he says is wrong, because I think he has told us a lot of good stuff. However, you know, I don't really, like, I believe I'm still, subscribed to his channel. You know, but I don't usually watch his videos anymore. I don't know why. just before Corey Good came up. I don't know if I even turned this phone off. Corey Good came up. It's like an hour-long video. And again, this is stuff I don't really... I don't want to see my videos. This is stuff I don't follow on a regular basis. But sometimes... Yeah, so... It's called... It's called Surviving the Transition, Full Disclosure, Solar Flash, Our Future and Ascension by the Sphere. Oh, I just unsubscribed. The Sphere Being Alliance. So I started to listen. Well, you're not going to be able to see it. Where the hell's my phone? Anyway, I did start listening, but, you know, I knew I wanted to go live. Anyway, I'm just looking at some of the videos I've looked at today. Alright, so hi Colin, how are you? Thanks for joining. Am I missing anything? My own little world. Oh, okay, so, yeah, the reptilian shit. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all. If that's what you're talking about. You know, people have said that they've seen a lot of people shapeshift, right? The other night, I was outside, and the moon, it literally was like a sliver. Hey, Michelle. It must be another Michelle in here, right? Yes, because I'm Michelle with one L. Hi, Michelle Matthews. Thank you for joining. South Wales, UK. How's the UK doing today with your royal wedding? I was actually complaining about that. I'm sorry. Here comes my husband to check on me. So, this was a few nights ago, right? Some video, you know, I'm filming this little tiny crescent moon. And I was holding the camera pretty steady. And I'm telling you, that moon, it was like shapeshifter right in front of my eyes. And I still have it on my phone. I just don't think I've uploaded it to YouTube because it could have just been my camera. Then again, it could be a glitch in the matrix, you know. No, I don't do royals. Yeah, I don't do royals either. I'm far from royals. Anyway, well, it's just like here in the United States, we don't get the truth. We get told what they want us to think or believe. Skies are a mess. Yeah, we have rain here. So I think we've had rain like pretty much all week. And now they're saying until all the way next weekend. So it's Sunday. Another 7 days of rain. Yeah. Same in the Northwest. Yeah. It's crazy. It's just, you know, if you believe in this Planet X thing or, you know, is out there trying to hide? I don't know. I don't know. I actually believe in this planet. I do. Whether you want to call it Nibiru, Planet X, whatever, you know, whatever it is you call it, I believe that there's something out there. And it's heading our way. And if you've watched any of my live streams, you know why. Chem's constant. Of course, the skies are clear. Yeah, you know, I am not subscribed to Mr. MBB. And I believe, and I do watch his videos, I'm just not subscribed. I don't know why. Well, I do know, because I don't want to be subscribed to so many channels that I never watch the ones I really want to watch. But it's the same thing here. If there's an important, if there is an important event, the skies clear up, it's blue skies, the weather's perfect, you know. So, of course, there would be beautiful skies on the day of the wedding, of course. And as soon as the wedding was over, they're back to friggin' spring. That's, you know, again, we know this. Some look at Mother Earth. Yeah, Mother Earth has not been happy for a long time. Again, I don't know much about the Indian prophecies. My husband has Indian in him, and he was adopted. But as a youngster, he did a lot of research, and he knows a lot about the Indian prophecies. And I wish he would come in, and even if he didn't put his face on camera, just talk about what he knows. I know it's on the internet, but yes, that's exactly. I was going to say the Hopi Indians. You know, they talk about when the skies look like spider webs or something. And yeah, I mean, I would imagine that more than one tribe of Indians have prophecies, right? But I wonder, here's what I wonder now. I wonder if we, knowing what we know today, couldn't possibly change what they've predicted. And actually, again, I'm going to talk about Wayne Steiger. I believe, I didn't watch the whole show, but he was actually talking about that earlier, or maybe it was last night's show. He had a guest on, that why can't we change what's been prophesized, you know, because I think we can, and we either don't have enough faith in ourselves, or we just don't realize how powerful we are. Just my opinion, you know. Who the hell am I? Just my opinion here, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, we can make Earth awake. You know, I believe that. I also believe that the technology is like what they have, like our military and such. I would bet my infamous nickel that the technology is probably 1,000 or thousands of years more advanced than we, the regular people, know. I support their cause big time. Us particular people are awake. You know, we are awake for a reason. And I think we're here to change the outcome. Exactly. I mean, since I'm little, it's going to sound corny, I know that. But I always felt like I was, first of all, different. We get, exactly. You know, let me change the subject. So, what do you guys think about these stargates? Do you think that our military, regardless if you're in the UK or US, do you believe that our military has found these ancient stargates And that's why they're in Iraq and Syria and they're having war, because they're collecting this ancient. Now, so you think it's satanic? I don't know if I believe that. Again, I don't, I've not done enough research. I'm not saying that there couldn't be a portal that is satanic, but, instead of getting in a spaceship and going from here to Saturn, why couldn't we just walk through one of those stargates and go from point A to point B, right? Well, they've always wanted control of us, Michelle, and they've had control. I think they're losing it. And I think that's why they're panicking. I think that's why now we're getting a lot of these so-called, there's a star gold. Okay, so the Looking Glass. The Looking Glass, what's her name? Laura Eisenhower talks about that. Okay, so that's what I think. I think a lot of these so-called wars are because they're finding ancient technology. When I mention that, my brother thinks I'm a nut. He says the reason that we have wars is because of the oil. I don't buy that for a moment. I don't know where I heard it or read it, but what I heard or read was that Mother Earth has enough oil forever. Forever. Mother Earth produces enough everything forever. Yeah, I already know I'm crazy. I'm the first one to admit it. So let me just, okay, so I saw that one. We're all nuts. Yes, Raymond, welcome to the Crazy Hub. Now that you said that, I can make a connection. Because the chemtrails look like a grid. Yes, something about the golden seals. So, where do I find the golden seals? Can I Google search that? Who's that, Colin? You're talking to one now, a former depression patient. Yeah, you know what? I was never clinically diagnosed. All right. You know what? I should have written that down. Wait, let me get back and write down the golden seals. Because I am going to look that up. So, several years ago, and, oh my God, I'm writing the word think. So stupid. So, several years ago, I was depressed. But I know why I was depressed, because I was friggin' addicted to, I was addicted to heroin, right? But I was never diagnosed as being depressed. So my mother, she used to think that going shopping would make you happy, right? Yeah, that was your wake-up call. See, it took me a little while, because in 2000, I was still getting high. 2006. Yeah, I'm way behind in you guys. Well, I shouldn't say that, because I've always known something was off. But I didn't get clean until 2009. Right? But as far as the depression, here's how it went. Going shopping wasn't the answer. The answer was in here. So you can see me in here. It was in here and in here. And, I just decided that I like to laugh. I like to, I like to be silly. There's no, sometimes the way your life is, of course, you're a little depressed, right? Of course, because life is hard. But as far as, clinical depression. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. You're doing good. So tough and hot. Wait. Yeah, me too. I know so many people that are still shooting dope that I knew 30 years ago. So Raymond, if you don't know my story, I used to make a lot of money. A lot of money. And now I get $560 a month. I have no money. But I have never been happier. And I promise I'm telling you the truth. You know, depression to me is just a state of mind. If you don't want to be depressed, then freaking stop. Just stop it. There's nothing in life that we can't handle. Nothing. Nothing. Get over it. If you're feeling sad, put on some music, get up and fucking dance. Sing, be silly. You know, something else I heard recently was about going out and skipping. Now, personally, when I lived in Patterson, I used to walk to the meth clinic. And you don't know how many days I wanted to skip. But I felt like if I started skipping, people were going to think I was fucking crazy, so I didn't skip. But I really do think whatever's going to put a smile on your face, then just do it. And what doesn't kill you does make you stronger. My reality is I should not be alive. I should not be here. Okay, but I am here. 3 years of having a YouTube channel, I finally started showing my face, and I'm finally talking about shit that I really wanted to talk about from day one. Just was too embarrassed to show my face. I agree. I think we are eternal. Absolutely. In fact, when I overdosed, I don't know if I was actually dead. I know somebody was giving me CPR, but when I came, when I took that breath again, the only thing I was remember was the feeling of my father and a very close friend who had died many years before. So whatever that's worth. But I don't fear death. I'm not afraid of death. I think, I think we live forever. I'm not sure what happens when this particular body goes, but, I've had dreams, where I don't know if it was like a past life thing. I don't know. But, there were musical instruments in these dreams that I've never seen. I could describe them to you, but, all I know is that they're not in this lifetime. They're not. They're just not. And I've had that particular dream with that particular instrument many times. The darkness cannot exist when the light is present. Well, what if, I'm just asking a silly question here, Raymond. Sorry, girl, I'm going to need a shower. Okay, Michelle, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. They say light and dark need each other. My Sky's 5D, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hope you're good. You're having a good day. I think I'm done bitching about, when I first started today, but good, I'm glad. I'm glad. Not too bad so far. I'm actually ready for some coffee. It was a little too early to make it, so Go ahead, Helen, good do what you have to do. Thank you. The light chases away the darkness. The dark has to flee. Alright, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I was listening to Rex Bear earlier, and he read something from Thoth, and it was interesting. It's talking about the light and the dark. You know? Got two Matthews here. Yeah, so Colin Matthews. Who's the other Matthew? I don't know. Who's the other Matthew? So I kind of have, let me just, it's 4:39. Yeah, so I've been talking 51 minutes and 11 seconds. Michelle Matthews. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Are you related? Any relation? I don't know, nobody here has my last name. I already know that. And most people with Michelle spell it with 2 L's. You puzzle which words represent a combination. You know. So anyway, guys, I just really came on here to bitch about my video that would not. Well, I use a specific app, right, to download my video. And then I upload it to YouTube. And no matter what I try, and I tried my new phone, my old phone, wouldn't work. So I just uploaded it with the black screen. And then I see towards the end, you actually see a picture of my son. I was like, what? You know, you don't see the shit I wanted it to show, but you see whatever. Green bitch. Yeah, listen. I'm sorry. I'm really not in a good mood, but at least now I'm smiling. You know, it's better than how I started out all freaking mean and shit. I do appreciate that y'all stop by. Raymond, I'll make sure you get your wrench back. I don't know how I took it away. But yeah, so Raymond, are you going to be bitching too? Because if you are, I'm definitely going to join the chat. That's not nice. I agree, so you have to keep coming together. That's it. We have to stay together and connected. We have to. Because I think that's how we are going to change the outcome. There are so many great channels. Yes, I'll try to be a female dog. You're funny. But there are so many great channels on YouTube. I know that I'm a small channel, and I'm good with that. But I like the people that join me, you know, and I do think we have to stick together. I really do. I think it's important that we subscribe to each other's channels. For me personally, it's hard to watch everybody's videos, and you know, I do try, but I am so behind. But even if I don't watch like the whole thing, I will always give a thumbs up, because as far as I'm concerned, that's important, those thumbs up. And I definitely appreciate when somebody leaves a comment. You know, I do personally. I appreciate that. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to me rant about the damn shootings and checkerboard floors, and the crazy world we're living in. Thank you. Y'all have a good day. You know, I have no particular schedule on when I go live. Thank you, Raymond. Rant. Thank you. Thank you for giving me permission to rant away. But really, thanks for joining me. Raymond, I'll see you later on your live show. Y'all have a good day, good night, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Skies above, otherwise known as Michelle. Thank you. Bye.